Toastmaster of 7.5 years, who's slowly working on her advanced communicator gold. Tonight she's presenting project number 4 in the Specialty Speeches Manual. It's called Read Out Loud. All the other manuals teach us not to use notes. This manual teaches us to use nothing but notes, but make it interesting, make it positive so people follow what you're saying. The objectives are these 3. Number 1, arrive at an understanding of the elements that comprise oral interpretation. 2, learn the preparation or planning techniques of effective interpretation. And 3, learn the principles of presentation and develop skills of interpretive reading with regards to voice and body as instruments of communication. Tonight, Wendee is doing a reading out of a book that I'm sure many of you have read. It's the Harry Potter series. She quite accidentally got hooked on the Harry Potter books when her 6th grade daughter was reading them. She said it was a great way for bonding with her soon-to-be teenage daughter. Please remember, this is a reading and the material is not to be memorized. Harry Potter, The Adventures Begin. Wendee Smith.
And he'd be 11, 30 seconds, 20, 10, 9. Maybe he'd wake up deadly just to annoy him. 3, 2, 1, boom! The whole shaft shivered and Harry sat bolt upright, staring at the door. Someone was knocking on the outside to come in. Boom! They knocked again. Dudley jerked awake. "Oh, where's the cannon?" he said stupidly. There was a crash behind him, and Uncle Bert came skidding into the room. He was holding a rifle in his hand. Smash! The door was hit with such force it swung clean off the hinges, and with a deafening crash, landed on the floor. A giant of a man was standing in the doorway. His face was almost completely hidden by the long, shaggy mane of hair and a wild, tangled beard. But you could make out his eyes, glinting like black beetles under the hair. The giant squeezed his way into the hut, stooping so that his head brushed the ceiling. He bent down and picked up the door and easily put it back on its hinges. The noise of the storm outside dropped a little. He turned to look at them all. "Could I make us a cup of tea, could ya? It's been quite a long journey." Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. As Harry Potter turned 11 in the first book of the series, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, his life is about to change drastically. Up until now, he has spent the last 10 years being raised by the Dursleys, his aunt, his cousin, his uncle, and his fat, lazy, spoiled cousin, Dudley. Harry's life has been miserable. His room is a closet under the stairs. They feed him, but barely enough, and his clothes are hand-me-downs from his fat cousin. But now, he is going to learn the truth about himself. The giant strode over to the sofa where Dudley sat, frozen with fear. "By jump, you great lump," said the stranger. Dudley squeaked and ran to hide behind his mother, who was crunching down terrified behind Uncle Vernon. "Ah, here's Harry," said the giant. "Last time I saw you, you were only a baby," said the giant. "You looked a lot like your dad, but you got your mom's eyes. Harry, happy birthday. Can I get something here? I might have at some point sat on it. it should still taste good. From inside the pocket of his black overcoat, he pulled out a slightly squashed box. So he opened it, trembling fingers. Inside was a large, sticky chocolate cake with "Happy Birthday, Harry" written on it. Harry had never had a birthday cake. Harry looked up at the giant and meant to say thank you, but the words got lost on the way to his mouth. But what he said was, "Who are you?" The giant chuckled. "True, I happen to introduce myself. Rufus Hagrid, keeper of the keys and grounds at Hogwarts. Call me Hagrid." Everyone does. Oh, like I told you, I'm keeper of the keys at Hogwarts. You know about Hogwarts, of course. No, said Harry. Hagrid looked shocked. "Sorry," Harry said quickly. "Sorry?" barked Hagrid, turning to stare at the Dursleys right behind the shadows. "It's them who should be sorry. I knew you were getting letters, but I thought you I didn't thought you would even know about Hogwarts. For crying out loud, did you ever wonder where your parents learned it all?" "Oh, what?" said Harry. "Oh, what?" Hagrid shouted. "Now wait just a minute. Do you mean to tell me," grounded the Dursley, "that this boy knows nothing about anything?" Harry thought this was going a bit too far. He'd been to school after all, and his marks weren't bad. "I know some things," he said. "I can, do math and stuff." But Hagrid simply waved his hand at him. "About our world! I mean your world, my world, your parents' world." "What world?" Hagrid looked as if he was about to explode. "Dursley!" he boomed. At this, "Dursley!" he boomed. Hagrid said, "Harry, I have to tell you now, you are a wizard." "I'm a what?" "A wizard, of course," said Hagrid. "And if some good one, I'll say you'll be, after you've been trained up a bit, with a mom and dad like yours. What else would you be? And I reckon about time you read your letter." At this point, Hagrid hands Harry a letter that tells him he has been accepted in the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. It goes on to tell him all that's required of him. "He's not going," Uncle Vernon said. Hagrid grunted. "I'd like to see a great muggle like you stop him." "A what?" Harry said. "A muggle," said Hagrid. "It's what we call non-magic folks like them. And you got the bad luck. You grew up in a family of the biggest muggles I ever laid eyes on. We swore when we took him in we would stop this rubbish," said Uncle Vernon. "Swore we'd stamp out the wizard, indeed." "You knew?" said Harry. "You knew I'm a wizard?" "You!" shrieked Aunt Petunia. "You! Of course we knew! How could we not know? My grand sister being what she was. Oh, she got a letter like that and disappeared off to that school. I was the only one who saw her for what she was, a freak. But Mother and Father were so proud to have a witch in the family. Then she met Potter at that school, and they left, and they got married, and they had you. Of course, I knew you would be the same, just as strange, just as normal as them. if you please. She went and got herself blown up, and we got landed with you. Harry had gone very white. As soon as he found his voice, he said, "Lona, you told me they were killed in a car crash." Car crash! Fort Haggard jumping up angrily that so much that the Durtlings ran back to their corner. How could a car crash kill Lily and James Potter? It is an outrageous scandal. Harry Potter not knowing his own story when every kid in our world knows his name. So why? What happened? Harry asked urgently. The anger faded from Hagrid's face. He looked suddenly anxious. "I never expected this," he said in a worried voice. "I had no idea when Dumbledore told me there'd be dark that I'd be trouble getting out how much you didn't know. Harry, I don't know if I'm the right person to tell you, but someone's got it. You can't go off to Hogwarts not knowing. Not knowing. Well, I'm going to have to tell you. There was this person called, but it's incredible you don't know his name. Everyone in our world knows his name. Who? Well, I don't like saying the name. If I can feel that no one does. Why not? Gargoyles, hairy people are scared. Blimey, this is difficult. See, there was this wizard who went bad. As bad as you could, worse than worse. His name was Hagrid Gulch. But the word would not come out. Could you write it down, suggested Harry. No, can't spell it. All right, Voldemort. Hagrid shuddered. Don't make me tell you it again. Anyway, this wizard, about 20 years ago, now, started looking for followers, got him too. Some were afraid, some just wanted a bit of power, because he was giving himself power on that dark days, Harry. Didn't know who you could trust. Didn't dare get friendly with any strange wizards or witches. Terrible things happened. He was taken over. Or some stood up to him, and he killed him. Horribly. One of the only safe places left was Hogwarts. Reckon Dumbledore, headmaster of Hogwarts, was the only one you know who was afraid of. Didn't dare try taking the school. Not just saying anyway. Now, your mom and dad, they were good as witch and wizard as I ever knew. Had boy and girl at Hogwarts in their day. Suppose the mystery is why you know who never tried to get him on his side before. Probably knew that they were too close to Dumbledore to want anything to do with the dark side. Maybe he thought he could persuade them. Maybe he just wanted them outright out of the way. Only anyone knows is he turned up in the village where you was living on Halloween 10 years ago. He was just a year old. He came to your house and you know who killed him. And then, and this is the real mystery of the thing, he tried to kill you. Wanted to make a clean job of it, I suppose. But maybe he just liked killing by then. But he couldn't do it. Never wondered why you got that mark on your forehead? That is no ordinary cut. That's what you got when the powerful evil curse touches you. Took care of your mom and dad, even your house. But it didn't work on you. And that's why you're famous, Harry. No one has ever lived after he decided to kill him. No one except years. Mr. Toastmaster.
Masterfully read, Wendee.